What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today we're going to talk about the G1 flagship robot, ROBOSEN Soundwave from none other than the ROBOSEN company. This video is going to be broken down into three parts. We have stock images as well as images from the promotional video. Then we have some images from Notrab. There are stock images out there, but I prefer to get pictures from Notrab because they're going to be more natural. And you can see better lighting, more than under just a plain white background. But if you want to see those pictures, they are on TFW and T-Formers. If you like both of those, I like both of those places. Check them out. Now, the third part of the video is going to be the summation of why I don't really care for ROBOSEN. I don't really care for their promotion because they had certain YouTubers that, because they're large YouTubers, they're influencers. And I think when I was reporting on one of them, one of those YouTubers, he came at me and I said, oh no, let me show you how I am. And then there was some of his people coming to my channel talking smack. I blocked them, but I addressed him in a video, but I deleted it later because like I said, I don't like leaving negativity up. But let me make one thing clear. I don't care how big your channel is. I don't care. You can have 1 million subscribers and you come to me telling me I need to do something. I'm going to check you and your 1 million subscribers. Because we're going to talk man to man or one-to-one. I'm not playing that. We go from Super Robot Ed to just plain old Ed. You don't want Ed. He's old, ratchetly, and he carried them things. End of story. Now, back to the video. First things first, we're going to look at the stock images here. And the box is black with the purple lettering on the side. Hasbro and the authentic symbol. And of course, we got a picture of the Soundwave right there. Look at him. Got his hands up, ready to box you. Then, of course, I'm from Charleston. Then, of course, you got the little, like the gun, the coin, the little Bluetooth thing, some kind of, I don't know what that is, and a card and a thing or whatever. You get stuff with it. For $999, we did get some stuff. Now, it's supposed to have a speaker in it. I think you play songs or something like that. So it's got the play, record, stop feature with a record light battery. Now, do they work? I think they do. But he's really because it records and it has a Bluetooth speaker function in the cassette mode. And they're supposed to make cassettes for him. But the question is that little shadowy figure in the front of the box, in front of that, on the last slide, that's a headmaster. So I don't know if they're going to do one of those. We'll see. Anyway, you get to see the transformation. No, because we don't have the video, but you can get an idea. You know how Soundwave transforms. If he's the box, he transforms the same way. There ain't much tricks to the trade, but yeah, you can see here, he's going to unfold himself. He's got communications. He can talk to your laptop or computer. You can tell it to do things. You can give it special poses. It's a lot of fun. And I'm sure it's just a wow factor to actually see it in your face that this toy can transform on its own. The details are nice. I mean, he's the actual correct colors. That's another thing. Yes, his colors are better than Studio Series 86. Get mad at me all you want. Here he is punching Optimus Prime, but Optimus Prime will beat Soundwave up. Come on now. What you talking about? But of course, we got this bigger slide here where you got the Grimlock, the Bee. And I guess that's one of the Optimus Primes. They had a deluxe version. Here's the Megatron and Soundwave. So, hey, it's a beautiful thing. And now we get to see the pictures from Notrab. Now, Notrab's pictures are going to be always, in lighting and different settings. So I like his pictures better than just the plain stock images. Now, if you want to see him again, they're on T-Formers and TFW 2005 website. But these are Notrab pictures, man. You got to know where to get them from. And I'm a fan of Notrab. I think his photography is great. He understands photography, so he does a good job. And I think that you should always give him his due. So when I put his pictures up, I try my best. And I know other YouTubers, I know 14 Primes, you got Notrab. Hey, we got these pictures by Notrab. You know what I'm saying? So it always works out. There's other YouTubers that, they show respect to the other people that we're getting this stuff from, especially if it's not a random person. You got some randoms out there, they just post pictures. Hey, well, you know what? You put it on a public space, we're going to talk about it. But I like Notrab because when he takes his pictures, it gives that sense of a seriousness to it. He's going to pose him. So you're going to get the full effects under natural lighting. Because a lot of times, nowadays with AI, and even before that, you could manipulate images, it's not the same when you can see the background and, so that's what's appropriate. But he does look good. A little thick at the waist, I guess. I don't think he's got a waist swivel. Well, I can't really tell. But let me ask you a question about these ROBOSEN figures. We'll talk about that in the video. But this is interesting. Now here's some more pictures under natural lighting. Again, not gonna lie, this looks good. You know what I'm saying? This really looks good, but I do want to spend $1,000 on one figure where I can buy like 5, 6, 7 figures for $1,000. You see what I'm saying? That's the dilemma. I don't, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I kind of want to get, I kind of like this Soundwave. And I know it's Christmas. I already done, you know, and I'm bought gifts and everybody getting stuff. You nobody really getting nothing. I got to pay bill. But then, you know, you just Christmas, you know, people might want a Christmas dinner. They might want to go outside. So you got to have money for that. You know, then you got to travel. And I don't like traveling broke now. Like, hey, boy, I travel. I ain't coming to your house to get something. I come to bring stuff or be helpful. Not come to take up space because, oh, yeah. Yes, you hate that. People come to your house, come visit. They ain't got no money. Like, what you come here for? You know what I'm saying? What if I had no money? Now we all sitting here hungry and broke because neither one of us got any money. Stop going to people's house if you ain't got no money. You heard it first from Super Robot. Now back to the video. Now the ROBOSEN experience for a lot of people is great. And I see that in the videos. You can see the excitement. You can see the joy. You can see everybody's, you know, wow, this is, you got this physical 3D item in front of your face and it's moving. The only other time you would see the character move is on the cartoon. So it's a great app. For some, it could be, hey, I got him, pull it out, play with him. But honestly, it's a novelty for me because at the end of the day, you know what I'm going to go back and grab? One of those old Transformers on the shelf that ain't got no gears, no nothing, and I'm going to change it into whatever it changes into and then change it back again. That's the joy I get from Transformers. I didn't get joy from watching a toy transform on its own. Now, there were some toys that transform on their own, but you could also do it if you're familiar with Victory. Sonic Bomber could actually auto-transform. I think it went from like ship to base because they actually had like the third mode. So Sonic Bomber from Transformers Zone, those could transform on their own. And I didn't have the original Sonic Bomber. I had the red version from the Brave series, and it had the same ability. It literally like, you know, like kind of like Zoids, those gears and things. It makes that noise. Yeah, it did something like that. But you also had the ability to manually transform. Now, can you do the same thing with these ROBOSEN figures? I don't know. You know, I don't have one. And I'm sure the experts that have them will tell you otherwise. But like I said, for me, I just look at it like it's not a cost thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, am I, you know, like, you know, it looks good. It just, it's something missing from it that I wouldn't enjoy. Like, I don't really feel like, oh, wow, I mean, that's, you know, because then I gotta want to get the other ones. You see, because now you got this one that can move on its own. And then you got all these other ones that are plastic that can't move on their own. It's a sad day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's discrimination against your toys, man. I'm just playing, y'all, but seriously, it's something I want to think about. At $999, that's not a bad deal because it goes up a lot more if you don't get it within that January 4th window. So we'll put the link in the description for ROBOSEN. If you want this figure, head there. I get nothing from it. It's just to help out other people who want to get the figure. Now, will it come to post? Some have said it could. I don't know. I just know right now it's on pre-order at the ROBOSEN web store, link in the description. So what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below. It's Super Robot Ed bringing more news reveals to them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.